And just a quick note, again, I figured this out on my own a little while back with that double when I was just playing, and I have never seen this on YouTube. If somebody else is doing it, please let me know so that I can put it in the description below and add their channel to push people over there as well. And welcome back. This is the Paracord Weaver, and today we're going to talk about the cascading diamond knot that we showed you a little while back. We showed you a double diamond knot that cascaded on itself. So what we did was we started a diamond knot, we went about halfway through the process of making the knot, and then we cascade into the next one. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to do a single, and then you can incorporate that into making a double or triple or anything you want to do with it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a 3/8 buckle, and we're going to use about 6 feet of 550 paracord. We're going to fold it in half, and we're going to start from the bottom side of our buckle, and we're going to come up from the bottom just like that, and then we're going to run it through the end. And we use this typically for a lot of our bracelets or a lot of our projects because it's a good way to start it. It puts our leads together. It's a good security on the end of that buckle there. It's not going anywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and then we're going to show you how to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our left and right leads, and what it looks like is here's our right lead and here's our left lead. And we're going to start with the right lead, and we're going to roll it underneath of itself. So it looks like this. And then we're going to take our left lead and we're going to lay it on top. Just like that. So now it looks like this. And we're going to take our left lead and we're going to go underneath everything on the right side. So we're going to go underneath everything on the right side. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come between the right and left lead at the very top. And we're going to go down from the top side. We're going to go down just like that. And we're not going to pull all of our slack out, but we're going to get it situated there. Okay? So now it looks like this. And we still have our left lead, and now we're going to come up this hole here. If you can see it there. See, we rehab everything. We're going to come up from this one, and then we're going to go over the top of the left lead. So now we're going over the top of ourselves because this is also the left lead. And then we're going to go down through that hole there. Okay, then we're going to pull some slack out. Okay, now here's where it might be a little bit hard to see. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. Because now we need to work the knot and get the slack out of it. So as you can see, we're starting to get our diamond knot look. Now what we need to do is pull the slack out and slide this knot up closer to the buckle there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the slack out and then follow it around, and watch your twist because that'll make your knot look a lot nicer. So again, we're going to pull the slack out, and then from the other side we're going to do the same thing. Here's our right lead, and we're going to pull the slack out right here, and then it comes around here and we're going to pull that out. Okay, and then down. And then we're going to try to get this thing centered so that it looks right. So now it looks like this. And you can see we still need to work some of the slack to make it so that it all looks the same. So this is the time-consuming part of this knot. It does take a little bit of time to get all the slack out and to keep everything centered. Okay, so now it looks like this, and we'll stop there. We could actually adjust this some more if we wanted to, but we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you how to start the cascading effect here. So this is where we would stop, and now we'll start the next knot. And again, we start with the right lead, and we fold it under itself, or roll it under itself, so it looks like this. And then we take our left lead and we lay it over the top. And then we go underneath everything again, just like we did before. And we're going to come up and then go down between the right and left lead. We'll pull some of the slack out of that there. Okay, so now what we're going to need to do is we're going to come up, and we're going to come up right here, just like we did before. So I don't know if you can see that there. It's a lot of cord in your hand there. We're going to come up, and we're going to go over the left lead, this one here. Okay. All right. And then we're going to go down, okay? All right, so now you'll see that we have our figure 8, and then now we need to work the slack out. And we'll pull the slack up and work it around. Watch your twist again. And again, we'll pull the slack out from the other side. And then how tight you make this will depend on how much cord you need for different size bracelets. So it's really going to be hard to tell you how much cord you need for a specific bracelet size, because it can vary greatly depending on how tight or how you tie your diamond knot. So the key is to make everything uniformed. So if you start making it one tightness, or I don't know, however tight you make your knots, make sure that you do that on all of them so that they look the same, so they're the same size. I'm not getting there. There we go. Okay. So you can see we've got a little bit of slack to adjust there. Okay, and then we would continue on down the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more here, and I'm just going to do them, and then if you need to see how to do it again, just rewind the video and it'll get you going there. So we'll just try to hurry this up a little bit here so that we can show you how to end this. Sometimes these videos get really long when you try to get as much detail as you can in there for people. So we'll just rush this up just a little bit here. There we go. Then let me go ahead and show you how to finish this off. And what I do is I normally run fids. Fids are your friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around to our other side, and we're going to have one come from the bottom and you'll notice that this lead is on the bottom of the bracelet. So I use that lead from the bottom and come over, and then the other lead is on top. So we're going to come from the top and go down. Okay, and watch your twist. And then let's go ahead and throw fids on it real quick here. Oops. And one rolled away. All right, here we go. Okay, so now we have our fids on, and we have one over the top and one over the bottom. So what we're going to do is snug it up to however big we want our bracelet to be. Okay. And we're going to start so from the bottom side, what we're going to do, pull some of the slack out of there, is we're going to take the one that came from the bottom and we're going to loop over, but what we're going to do is come underneath like this, and then we're going to utilize our knots. And remember, paracord really likes to be woven into itself. That helps it to stay secure really easy. Okay, so that it looks like this. So what we did was we took the lead, looped it under, and then went underneath one of the pieces, and then we'll just pull it tight. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this center one, just like that. And again, watch your twist. So that it works out good. Okay. So then now we're underneath. And again, just a couple is all you need. There we go. And you should be good to go. And what you do is, at this point, you would just cut and singe these pieces. And make sure that you take and tuck them underneath your paracord, because this will be the skin side. But you don't have to worry too much if you don't come too far up the bracelet, because singeing near the clasp typically gives you a little bit of a buffer. So that's the Paracord Weaver, and that's how you do a cascading diamond knot on a buckle. Hope it was informative for you, and we'll see you next time.